show.
Hello, everyone.
I'm Daniel, you say,
I'm
and I have
Case.
we're a dynamic duo, you know. This is our first podcast, so this is why it's a very awkward intro.
No, I think that was pretty good. That's
Yeah,
about how you get greeted at the mall when you go in.
Yeah, exactly, you know. That's where we started at, the Mall Hunter. That's where we started.
Yep.
In a galaxy
Good old
long
days.
far, far away when we made about $7 an hour at the
It was
good old.
that much?
And I got paid a little more than you, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Should we name where we worked, or should we give a clue where we used to work and see if anybody can guess it?
Um,
Most people probably know, or like two listeners that we'll probably have will know where we worked. But
yeah,
how
let me
would I
see.
describe this place?
How do you describe it without giving it away?
All right, I would say in the early 2000s it was a place that your parents were scared of. Now it's like a second-rate Disney shop.
Yeah, you go there for expensive T-shirts.
Expensive
And
T-shirts.
it's not Spencer's, so
It
there you
starts
go.
with H and ends in Ot Topic.
Oh, is it Hollister's? Oh, no, wait.
It's Hollister's. Dang it, they know it. But so yeah, I think when did we meet Hunter in 2016?
Yeah, late 2016.
So it was like Black Friday, the week before Black Friday, and
I think it was like October. No, yeah, it was
yeah, it
close
was
to Black
October.
Friday.
It was October.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we worked. Well, Hunter and me worked a shift together. I didn't get to talk to him much at our shift because I didn't know him, obviously. So, but the place you work, see, let's start off about this. Let's say what the podcast is going to be about. So, this is going to be a sports focused podcast,
Sports
obviously.
focused. Yeah.
Sports focused. Not all focused is going to be on sports because me and Hunter, we basically watch football, wrestling, and basketball. I really don't watch baseball or golf or
I don't have the
cricket
attention span.
or tennis, or I do watch curling. Curling, the Winter Olympics.
Curling
enjoy
is
that.
fun now. Don't get me started on curling.
Bro, I can't wait till the Winter Olympics, man. We're going to do a whole series on curling. I'm excited. But
Who's your favorite curling team then, Mr. Curler?
the Alaskan Assassins.
Okay. I'm gonna cross check you on that.
It's a legit team. They got Curly Harris and Gemini Joe on the team.
What? Curling had all the good names.
I don't, bro. That's just the way they are. I mean, not everybody
Do you know Gemini Joe in the NBA?
I know there should be. Oh,
Gemini
dude.
Joe with the fifth three-pointer of the night. Man.
We're gonna pick our best NBA and NFL names coming soon because I was we were watching the Washington game the other night and Sweat, like, come on, is that like not the biggest football name ever? Your last name's Sweat.
Sweat. Second only to Sweat.
Yeah, his name was Sweat. I don't know if Sweat or Payne is a better name because Payne, if you're getting hit by a dude with the last name Payne, I mean, it's pretty perfect.
Well, if they were both on the same team, that would just be even more perfect. Well, here comes Sweat and Pain.
Down the line. All right, back to where.
Yeah, let's get back to business. What are we going over first today, Mr. Daniel?
So I'm gonna give our ordinance. So basically, I had to give Hunter a ride. Never met the dude. Only worked for him a couple of minutes, but he needed a ride, and I'm a good Samaritan. I should have knew our friendship was gonna be perfect when you found the $20 bill in the parking lot that day. I do believe in omens, so that was a good omen. So, like, the store we work at, you would figure Hunter would, and then Hunter, if you all know what he looks like, for the people who can't see at home, Hunter has very long hair.
I'm lovely.
He has very long, looks like a metalhead. I'm a big sports fan.
Thank you.
I used to work, before Hunter came to where we worked, I worked with a bunch of girls, mainly.
I was about to say, were you not the only man there before I came? I'm pretty
I think Matthias was still there.
Okay.
I think that's the only one. So
Yeah.
so nobody really liked sports. So I was
yeah, no,
alone.
you pretty much talked about anime all day, and I don't think you've ever watched an anime in your life.
Nope. I knew Goju. Is that his name?
Goju. Oh yeah,
I did
he's
that
the
on.
one that beat Bonato in the ninja trials.
Okay, here's a question. Now we keep getting off topic. I really believe Hank Hill. Oh, one, King of the Hill is an anime. It's a Texas anime.
King
Two,
of the Hill is every genre known to man.
Hank Hill could totally beat Goku in a fight. I'm just saying.
If Goku insulted propane in some way, Hank Hill would win.
Mm-hmm. And like Hank's like he like just caught him like using charcoal or something, and he's like kind of irritated at Dale for like something Dale's done. Hank Hill could take him. Hank Hill's God, in my opinion, in some form or fashion. So I need to get a
Well,
Hank
then
Hill
what does
tattoo.
that what does that make his dad? Because like his dad is the only person that can like
He
kill
killed 50 men.
And he
Hot
doesn't
still.
have knees. Imagine what he could do with knees, dude.
Ex- exactly. He doesn't have knees, and he still killed 50 men. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, so let's just finish this story. So basically, took Hunter home, and we started talking about football and the state of LSU.
LSU football, yeah.
When that was back when Les Miles was our coach. Still,
I
that was
barely remember those days. I still have some Les Miles cups, dude. Those are
oh my
probably
god.
collector's items now.
I know, probably like worth like a penny.
Did he
those
ever
are
get another
the,
college job, or is he like
no,
community
yeah, dude.
college now?
He went well Kansas, so basically, yeah, community college in the football
Kansas.
world.
If you coach football at Kansas, that's like coaching basketball at I don't know shit
Um,
LSU.
Actually, LSU's pretty good in basketball now, but used to, yeah, you're right. Our basketball was our afterthought. So I would say Kansas coaching football at Kansas will be like coaching probably basketball at
Anywhere that isn't the Northeast, basically.
Clemson. I don't even know Clemson has a basketball team, to be honest. So
I,
they barely have a
until you
football
said
team
that,
out
I
of
never
the.
really thought it.
I haven't either. Like just yeah, look that up. I'm not sure. I think I would say they
Now
do.
I'm seeing like, oh, they are actually ranked number 12 in the nation.
Oh well, we are already showing how smart we are in sports.
Well,
Hey,
you did say that we don't watch much
hey, this
basketball.
is this
Well,
this is just
look,
showing.
LSU is winning a bunch of games and we aren't ranked. I think that's unfair. But anyway,
This this is just showing. Well, it's called half baked halftime show. It's not half baked because we're smoking and we're high. Well, I don't know. Can't say
oh,
it. I
you
can't
did
deny
say I found a
that.
20 in the parking lot. What did you think that? Anyway,
Yeah, but our half baked means it's half thoughts. So we are literally throwing out half thoughts out there. I just said Clemson was not a good basketball team. Clearly they're number 12. Clearly I don't do my research. But guess what? I don't
I
care.
I don't believe in the rating system, but that's just who have they beaten?
Probably nobody, just like they do in football. So they get ranked and then they'll get smashed by somebody. But let's talk about college basketball in March. That's the only time it really matters. Um,
Yes.
so I think we got our intro out pretty good. Like me and Hunter met, we talked football, now we're best friends. And now we're starting a podcast. It took us a while to start this podcast. But hey,
It
it's
should be
2020.
noted that Danny did move to Texas, and now
Oh
I am
yes.
all alone in Louisiana.
Yeah,
But
we are
I
in two
will live on
we are
Louisiana
in
food.
you do have better food and better football
Y'all have
teams.
better burgers.
We have Whataburger. Please
Yeah.
Whataburger sponsor us. Um, so I will come out and say this now before we get into our predictions and recaps of the games. This is a very, very, very biased podcast for the New Orleans Saints. We live or die with the New Orleans
And the
Saints.
LSU
Yeah.
anything. I would
LSU
root for the
Saints.
LSU ice hockey Tigers. Do-
I would root for LSU surf team.
Dude. Okay, let's not get into that because I would be for all for that anyway.
All right, All right, so let's start by recapping the NFL games this weekend, because.
Oh, we're not gonna recap the Alabama game.
Oh yeah, let's start with that.
That'll take about 10 seconds. Alabama whooped ass and
Improved while the SEC is king. So it's more like us.
Fields.
Poor Fields. He may have dropped a couple draft spots tonight, honestly.
A couple? That dude probably dropped to the second round.
I do feel bad for Smith because I feel like, I mean, he got hurt in the game, but I think Smith is probably gonna go top 2 now. If I was the Jets, I would not draft Fields. I would keep Sam Darnold. I would get a good coach, and I would get Smith and see what Darnold does with some weapons.
Look, anybody that has a halfway fucking decent quarterback that can throw the ball like 3 feet in front of them should get Smith. Smith
exactly.
First round. Smith first pick. I would pick Smith first pick. You could lob the ball to him and he could just run it down the field.
It's true, but you know Lawrence is going first, so.
I'm biased. I've never liked the dude because he acts like he has better hair than me.
He doesn't. He wishes. Did you see the reporter who said he needed to shave his mustache? They forgot to mute their.
I've not seen him with a mustache. Let me.
Well, no, it wasn't really a mustache. It was kind of like your mustache, which is not really a mustache. It's just kind of there.
Trying. I see now. I have more of a mustache than that. Thank you very much.
And then they forgot to mute their mic, and they're like, poor Trevor needs to shave his mustache.
It's because he's got that blonde head of hair and his little tiny mustache just isn't showing up.
Listen, Trevor Lawrence against ACC, phenomenal. But what has he done against the SEC? Yes, he did light up Bama 1 year, but last 2 seasons he hasn't did anything. And I know that man doesn't want to go to the Falcons because he cannot win in the Superdome. He is 0-2 in the Superdome. He got smashed by Ohio State, and we looked what Ohio State did tonight. Nothing.
I know next to nothing about football, like politics or being a agent, but I say skip the draft altogether and be a walk-on. Then you can pick your team and negotiate that way.
I wish it worked that way. It doesn't.
Technically it could, but you would be on the short end of the stick.
Here's what he could do. He could pull an Eli Manning. Remember Eli Manning? What happened to him? He got drafted by the Chargers.
No. Yeah.
No. And then they traded him to the Giants for Phillip Rivers. Can you imagine if he would have went to the Chargers?
Well, first thing, Drew Brees probably wouldn't ended up with the Saints.
I know. I don't want to think about that. I mean, Drew Brees is kind of on my bad side, but he definitely got us a Super Bowl, and I feel like he's gonna win us another one. But we'll talk about that in a second. Let's just go ahead and get to the games. We got the Colts and the Bills. Bills won 27-24. It was definitely the most shocking.
I really thought the Colts were gonna pull out a shocker there.
I thought the Bills were gonna blow them out. Coming into this game,
I did too. But when the game actually started, I'm like, oh, whoa, now.
The Colts had the perfect game plan. If it was not for Josh Allen, the Colts would have won that game.
What has Josh Allen done different this year? Oh, I know. It's Diggs.
Diggs, dude. Diggs, and it's more confidence, and they're running the ball with him more. He literally had more rushing yards than both of their running backs combined. So, I don't...
That's another thing. They have pretty... I mean, their running backs aren't great, but they have good ones instead of just one...
I mean, I honestly think Allen should be talked about more in the MVP race than Mahomes is.
It's a favorites contest.
Take Allen off the Buffalo Bills. What are they? They're 3-13 probably. Take Patrick Mahomes off the Chiefs. What are they? They're probably still a playoff team. I mean,
yeah.
They were a playoff team with Alex Smith. So.
And that's how Washington was a playoff team, in my opinion.
Bro, did you see? We'll talk about that in a second, but
yeah.
I think who would you take in the next 5 years, Allen or Mahomes? Who would you take?
Based on how old is Allen versus Mahomes? Because that's something to take into.
Okay, so the other day I added up all the ages of the people in the AFC, and it was 98 years old combined age.
Oh, so
So
Josh Allen is actually a year
he's
younger.
I think Mahomes is 25. I think Allen's 25. Baker's 26, and Jackson's 24.
Allen is 24. His
Okay,
birthday's
Allen's
in May.
24.
Yeah, so that I would take Allen if he's playing this well at 24. He's playing, I think, better than Mahomes did at 24.
Yeah.
The
But
players peak around 27 or 28. So
I
he's
did a
playing.
combined age for all the AFC, like I just said. It was 98. And then the combined age of the NFC divisional game between the Saints and the Buccaneers is 85. Just that one game.
Jeez, oh. Well, you got the two oldest players in the NFL. That's a start.
I mean, okay, here's one. We're gonna get into this in a second, but I'm just gonna say it now before I forget. So you got one side, you have three Hall of Famers: Breeze, Rogers, and Brady. And then, well, you got Goff. He's kind of an afterthought. And then you got pretty much the new faces of the NFL. You got Baker Mayfield, Jackson, Allen, and Mahomes. I think this is going to be the playoffs we're going to remember in the next 10 or 20 years.
I hate to put it like this, but that almost seems like the NFC is WWE and the AFC is
AEW.
Yeah.
It's looking that way. It's like these dudes are coming out of it like.
Well, here's the thing. The Saints are like, oh, yeah, we got Jameis Winston for next year. I'm like, are you sure about that? That's your backup plan. Okay.
I think Sean's just an evil genius, and he's not even like, he knows Jameis is going to be good for us, so he didn't want to play him at all this year, or he doesn't see it. But Jameis seems like he loves being with the Saints. Like, he's always in the sideline in a good mood. It's like, I don't
That's
know.
one thing. If Jameis has some friends out in the league that are tired of being on their team, he's like, come to the Saints. We won a Super Bowl,
Yeah. So,
I still say Hill as a starter, but they like using him as every position instead.
he did piss me off the other day with that fumble, but we'll get into that game. I keep saying that. That's me. That's me.
Anyway, let's just go ahead and finish going over the games already passed, and we'll go to the predictions.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the Colts came out with a perfect game plan. They ran the ball well. They played good defense, but Allen just pulled it off in the end. But I think the Colts got away with that fumble. That was a fumble, and that would have lost the Bills the game.
Here's the big question.
You thought you saw right on Capitol Hill.
Here's the question everybody's asking. You think Rivers is coming back next year?
I don't know. Is Rivers gonna go make a 10th kid? Because then he could have.
As soon as you said that, I'm reading like Philip had 9 kids. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he's gonna go make his 10th kid. He'll be 11
for every Super Bowl ring he didn't win.
Yeah, pretty much, and then he'll be number 11, and he'll come out and start his own team.
He got paid $25 million.
Dude,
for 1 year.
They have the most expensive payroll, I think, in the NFL. I think their backup percent is like 20-some million.
Have to clear like 50 million or something for cap space for next year, or 90 million. It's a lot.
We always do it though. We always do it. So now we had the best. We had the best front office. But yep, Allen and Diggs definitely the best connection in college football. Best connection in football right now. So let's go to the Rams and Seahawks game. I'll be honest, guys. I fell asleep during that game.
I did too. Something told me from the start the Seahawks are not playing right. This is going to be a boring game, and it was.
Russell Wilson just kept getting sacked. Jared Goff was boring to watch. It was it was 30-20, so it was a pretty high scoring game, but it was boring. I just couldn't get into it. The points
would fool you. Yeah, I think the points would fool you.
So I didn't got much to say about that.
I watched every game, and that was my least favorite of the whole weekend.
Yeah, we're just showing how awesome sports analysts we are. We fall asleep during games.
I'm sure someone would have an objection to this.
We already know who that is. He who must not be named. That's who it's. Well, anytime you hear that, just you guys know,
You
or
guys
you don't know.
Or you don't. It may be revealed eventually.
All right. Let's
Anyway.
just talk about my least favorite game of the week. Well, my favorite yet least favorite game. The Washington football team and the Buccaneers. Buccaneers 131-23.
I was pulling for Washington. I'm not going
Bro,
to lie.
I have the greatest nickname for their quarterback. You want to hear it?
Yes, please. I need this.
Taylor Hold My Heineken. His name's Taylor Heineke. Heineken's a beer.
It would be Hold My Heineken.
Yep, Taylor Hold My Heineken. He almost pulled it out.
This is why I love you, dude. Yeah, I love him. Why would you not go forward with him as your franchise quarterback? He did better than anything you've seen all season, really. He threw one pick, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And it was a juggle, if I remember right.
I think it was a tip ball. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
All right, here's my thing. I have a conspiracy theory about Tom Brady. Do you want to hear it?
Yes, please.
Either Giselle's a witch. I mean, they were in Boston for a really long time. Boston is near Salem, and she's just like, and they were just like feeding on like virgins or.
Tampa is close to New Orleans, and New Orleans is like the voodoo capital of the world.
Or he's a vampire. He's feeding on like the youth or like some virgins, or he's like a reptilian elite, or he's an Illuminati, because this dude does not age. I was just
saying the other day he looks as hot as he did 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, if not better, and he's throwing the ball better. I don't get it.
And it's not like he's getting plastic surgery. You would realize if he's getting plastic surgery.
Him and LeBron. LeBron doesn't look his age either. So I don't know what they're doing.
He did fix that hairline that was going on, but we will not go into that right now.
Oh, God. That hairline was further back than... I don't even know what. I can't even compare it to anything. But the Bucs won, to no surprise of anybody. Tom Brady's won again. So, no shocker there.
I think it's in for a rude awakening, but we'll get there.
We'll get there. Oh, bro, trust me, we'll get there. Ravens and Titans was a good game.
That was one of my favorite. That was probably my second favorite game of the weekend.
Bro, did you see what Lamar Jackson said like after the game? That like they didn't deserve to get he didn't deserve to shake hands with the other team. Like there is some bad blood between the Titans and Ravens, and I love it.
They danced on the Titans logo, so there's definitely some horrible blood going.
And then the Ravens danced on their logo. That just shows you NFL players are the most petty.
Well, he did give Derrick Henry his props in the most salty way possible, but he did.
Yeah. Derrick Henry didn't do shit in that game.
Here's my prediction. If they give up on the run game halfway through the game when they realize it's not working, they win the game by a point.
Yep. Like...
I realize you have the best running back in the NFL, but look, it ain't working. Go to something else. Tannehill can run.
Tannehill can run and pass. He's proven that you need to do something else. Yeah, he threw an interception, but that wasn't all his fault. I think his receiver fell down. That's why it was picked.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. The Ravens.
That's going to be the biggest rivalry in the AFC going forward. Mark my words.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like the New England Colts back in the day. I feel.
Yeah.
Like these two teams hate each other, but Lamar Jackson finally won a playoff game, so.
Yep, no more chip on his shoulder. Now it's going to be if he wins this next one. If he loses the next one, it's going to be he can't win a second one.
I don't know, but I don't understand. Like Peyton Manning didn't win. Like Peyton Manning was 500 in his career in playoff games. Why does he get the criticism that Lamar Jackson's got? Lamar Jackson's went to the playoffs in his first 3 years now.
I think because Peyton was more of a pure QB, so he stood out more.
Yeah. And Lamar Jackson, they say he's a running back, but hey, they won the game, so
hey, I've made running backs quarterbacks in Madden. It didn't work out too well.
Oh, bro, I saw the funniest comment earlier. It was on Fox Sports. It was like Nick Saban won his 7th national championship, and this dude commented, "I won 22 national championships and then still weigh 14."
Dude, do you know how much that game is worth? People are selling copies that are scratched up for $100.
It's so, and I know you got it now, right?
Yeah, it's It's like the gameplay is so different than what we're used to nowadays.
It's better. Like those games are
great.
like Madden 2002 is better than Madden 20.
I've been playing
21.
Madden 2K5.
Or
That was the one where you have your own
ESPN, ESPN 2K5 with Teal on the cover.
Yes.
That is the best football game of all time.
It is, dude. You go through and you unlock stuff for your crib and you customize it. Why can't we do that anymore? What's going on?
You can play darts. You can add the first person. Oh, God, that game was so good.
Anyway, back to the playoffs. What were we on?
All right, let's go to Bears and Saints. Did you watch it on CBS or Nickelodeon?
I watched it on CBS, but Nickelodeon got its first F-bomb.
I was about, you took the words out of my mouth. Bro, they could have put the dolphin noise, like in SpongeBob. It would have been golden. If they could have timed that right, they would have been the greatest moment in football history.
Get the boxing noise from SpongeBob whenever old dude hit number 22 in the face.
Bro, did you hear that the Bears prepared for that? They literally
they had to sit down with him the week leading up to it.
The whole team, they're like, don't listen to CJ. Dude, he's not a cornerback. He is a trash talker, and he just has cornerback on the side. He knows how to get in players' heads.
You forget the Saints at one point were paying bounties to injure people, so this is just a little bit less than that.
Oh yeah, Bountygate. I mean, I would love to see Nickelodeon try to explain that one.
Well, kids, it's like when you get V-Bucks for Fortnite.
Yeah.
When you go on your mommy's purse and take the credit card. Don't forget the 3 numbers on the back.
Yeah, kids, if you want to go in your mom's purse and send us her credit card and 3 numbers on the back, we'll send you some Fortnite bucks.
Some skins that you can only unlock through us.
Yeah, we'll give you some exclusive half-baked High Time Show skins.
I wish I could say this game was my favorite of the week, but it's not. It wasn't. The Saints could have played so much better, and I hope they do next week because they're going to need to bring their A game for sure.
I mean, it's hard playing a team 3 times and beating them 3 times in a season.
I think we have the Bucks number, but I think Brady is sick of losing, so it's going to be like. It's going to be by 1 or 2 points, or 3 at the most.
It's going to be close, and like we got to play the hand we're dealt. And speaking of playing the hand we're dealt, you want to hear some cool stuff about cards and poker?
Sure, that sounds great.
Yeah, you love poker, right? You love playing the hand you're dealt. So, have you heard of Sparrow Cloth by any chance?
I believe I have. In fact, have you seen their new collection?
I have. I actually am wearing one of their shirts right now.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Where can I get one?
All right. You can go to sparrowcloth.com. That's SPEROCLOTH for the people who, well, I don't know why I need to spell that, but you just never know. .com. And if you go right now, you can use code HALFBAKED. Yes, Hunter, we have a code, and it's HALFBAKED.
What? My life is complete now.
And it will save you 10% on your entire purchase. We love our discounters.
That's amazing. Yes.
We used to work at a place where we used to love our discount. So use code HALFBAKED. We'll save them 10% on their entire purchase. You want to know? It gets even better. So this is their January drop, and it's till the end of the month. So it's only a few weeks until it's gone forever.
Gone forever?
Forever. You know what else is going to be gone forever soon? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I love you so much, dude.
So they're doing a giveaway. I think they're announcing it this Sunday on their podcast. So those of you don't know, I used to be part of the Moment Makers podcast, and then I left. Not bad blood-wise. So it's kind of like when Dave Grohl left Nirvana, and now he started the Foo Fighters. This is my Foo Fighters. But like nobody died. So nobody died in the process. You know.
Well, he didn't do it because he died. He was already making tapes, but I think the dying was like a catalyst.
Some say, nah,
We're
We
not going
won't
to get
get
into
into
that because I can tell you who killed Kurt Cobain, but we're not going
Yeah,
to get into that.
maybe one day, maybe when football's over, we'll get into that.
We can definitely. I can do 2 or 3 hours on that, sir.
Oh yeah. Well, so y'all have that to look forward to. But so they're doing a giveaway in January. If you buy merch, you can earn points to get or earn entries to get into this. If you like the page and share, there's all their rules are on their socials, and we'll put that in the show notes. But
And I will say this, as someone who used to work at a clothing store, they make some pretty hot shit.
hot shit. I love that you said that. But so you had the rest of this week to go over there and buy some stuff to enter, and you know what you can win? You can win the entire February drop.
Oh my gosh. I may
That's a
have to
hoodie.
enter that.
That's
Can
a
I enter
hoodie.
that?
Yeah, just go over there, get a shirt, use code
Sweet.
HalfBaked, and you'll save 10%.
I'm going
Um,
to go get a shirt.
and you can win a hoodie, 2 shirts, and 2 long sleeves. So I don't know what February drop is, the theme, but I know it's going to be big. And if you go over their socials, I think they tease it near the end of the month. So we'll see. Hopefully you win or somebody wins on Sunday. The Saints will win on Sunday. We know that.
But nothing else is sure in life besides those two things.
Hey, death, taxes, and the New Orleans Saints winning football games.
That's the third one.
All right, Browns and Steelers. What a weird 2021.
I
thought
would like to rewind that to the start and let poor Big Ben turn the Madden difficulty down to rookie for a couple quarters.
Bro, 4 interceptions and a botch snap. Well, the botch snap's not his fault.
I
No one
do
ever
that when
said.
I'm playing like superstar mode and I like just throw the ball every play. What happened?
Yeah, he would have been better off putting his punter in and throwing a touchdown.
Put Lutz in there.
Yo, oh God, don't say that man's name. Don't say his name. I literally want to cut that man's foot off.
He ends up listening and just comes to your house. Why, Danny? Why?
He just come kicks me in the nuts. You know why?
Can I kick right doing this?
No, he would miss it. He'd miss my leg somehow. Fucking far left.
What is there to say about the Browns and Steelers? Browns kicked ass. Steelers, the points say that they played a close game, but they didn't. They were
Here's the
playing
thing.
2-minute offense the whole
Here's the
time.
thing.
Second half.
I knew it was gonna be a weird day yesterday. It snowed in Texas.
Lucky.
We got like a couple inches, and that's how I knew the Browns
people
were.
up north are like, I don't like.
Yeah.
I never get snow. I'm from Louisiana, so.
Yeah, y'all didn't get it. Like I think Alabama got snow, and then Texas got snow, but Louisiana
It just
got
looked at
rain.
Louisiana and went, whoop, too much going on here.
Yo, but the Browns, man. Okay, here's the thing. I think the Steelers played themselves. They could have beat the Browns in Week 17, and they wouldn't have had to play the Browns in the playoffs. I think they
Steelers
thought
went 1-4 at the end of the season.
terrible, and they could
There's
have
no
beat the
excuse
Browns.
for that except for that.
They put their second string in against the Browns. Only lost by 2, so they could easily beat the Browns. Dude, the Browns had COVID. They didn't have their coach. They were missing a receiver and a defensive end, and trashed them. I already saw. I'll talk about this when we get to the predictions, because it's a Sunday game. We'll go ahead and talk about that game then. I already saw the line for the Sunday's game. It's like 10 points. The Chiefs are favored by.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, yeah.
I don't think the Chiefs are going to win by 10. The Chiefs played terrible football end of the year too, just like the Steelers did. I mean, they barely beat the Falcons. If their kicker wouldn't have missed a field goal, it would have went to overtime.
Now, I will say this. The closest I've watched Patrick Mahomes is when they played the Saints. He can move in the pocket really good. He's got good awareness. He's not the best pure quarterback. I feel like
we got him a couple of times. Like
yeah, exactly.
Like
Even with all that
Jalen Hurts,
jumping and moving, we still got
Jalen Hurts did more to us than he did. I mean, because Jalen Hurts does not have the weapons. If you can contain their weapons, which we did an okay job at, was that Breeze's first game back, the Chiefs?
Yes.
Or was it second?
That's why they brought him back. I think early.
It was his first game back. And we didn't have Thomas that game either. He was out. And we still only lost by 3. And Cam Jordan got ejected in that game. I'm just saying. But let's talk about the Rams and Packers first.
Okay. Packers.
You're taking Packers. Okay, here's the thing. Obviously, let's talk about Saints first.
If you want a miracle story, Goff leads the Rams to some unprecedented win, but it's not going to happen.
Let's talk about the Saints. Even though the Saints is the last game, it's Sunday at 5:40. Let's talk about the Saints first. We both know where we're going. We're going to the Saints. I think the Saints, you're right, they do have the Buccaneers number. I know the Buccaneers have been playing great football, but so have we. Look what we've done defensively. We're hard to score on, and I feel like Breeze is healthy, Thomas is healthy, Kamara's healthy. I think we'll beat him by, I don't want to jinx it, a touchdown, maybe 10 points.
I was about to say 3-7, dude. A field goal or a touchdown. I don't see it getting much further than that.
It's not going to be 38.
They're going to start playing dirty. Look at all the dirty players they got on their team. They're like the Oakland Raiders.
Yo, they're like the Mean Machine from Longest Yard.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, they do have Brown. Don't even get me started on him. I don't know why he's in the league, but so we're both taking the Saints. If it was a full Superdome, I would like our chances a lot more, but it is hard to beat Brady. This will be the first time in history that Brady's been swept 3 times, like beat by a team 3 times.
Here's the thing. It doesn't matter if it's 100,000 people or 1,000 people in the Superdome. That thing's going to make noise. It reverberates.
We were there, so.
Now, and Tom's used to not playing with any fans, so that's a big difference. That's played a factor in the playoffs so far.
I think so. I think it goes either way. Like both teams, it's in your head that it's eerie almost. So I think we'll win. So let's just Saints. Okay, so Packers Rams. Here we go. Obviously, my heart's telling me the Packers, and my mind's telling me the Packers, but I want the Rams. I want revenge.
I want the Rams to win for sure, but who are they starting at quarterback that day is the big question.
I think it's going to be Goff. That dude got fucked up. Their backup, his neck is fucked, so it's going to be Goff. So I don't think they can win. I think you'd have to win. They're going to have to score a lot of points.
He's day to day. They said he made it back to the sideline before the game ended, so that's something.
I think you're going to have to score a lot of points to beat the Packers, and I don't think the Rams can do that. Is Donald playing? I know Donald's day-to-day, too. He hurt his ribs.
They have about 4 or 5 players that are day-to-day, so that's really going to be a key factor.
If Donald doesn't play, it's over. Rams don't stand a chance. They can't win without Donald because they're not going to be able to get pressure on Rodgers, and if Rodgers has comfortable, he's just going to throw it to Adams. And, I mean, they do got Jalen Ramsey, which may contain Adams, but Adams will still get his. He's the best receiver in the league.
Here's a good question. We're talking about all these players that the Rams need. What if the Packers lost Rodgers somehow? Could they still win?
Oh, hell no.
You think so?
That's why he's MVP. Bro, a couple years ago when Rodgers went down, they did not do a thing.
I think I vaguely remember that. You don't think Aaron Jones can pick up the slack?
Nope.
Run a couple hundred?
I think they would win 7 games without Rodgers.
Fair enough. That's about what I'd say. Maybe break even.
Here's the thing. Breeze, so this is what I was thinking about earlier, Breeze. So Breeze beat the Bears, which is this was 14 years ago, but they beat us in the 2006 NFC Championship game. I'm sure Breeze hasn't forgot it. He got revenge on that. He can beat Tom Brady. He's always being compared to Brady and how Brady's the GOAT. So he can, I'm not saying that Breeze is the GOAT if he beats Brady, but beating him 3 times in one season on route to the Super Bowl would look really good.
If you talk top 3, the
Breeze
top
is there.
2 are always Breeze and Brady. There's never any argument about the top 2. It's always the third one that's argued about. Brady is only up there because he has so many touchdowns
and rings. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, Breeze would have more touchdowns when they got hurt this year, I think.
Brady's a year older. If Breeze had another year, he'd just broaden that gap even more. Here's the thing. I think Breeze is retiring, though, and Brady's got another year on his contract, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so Brady's gonna break all. But I think Breeze has the yards record right now, and Brady has the touchdowns because Breeze got hurt, or Breeze would have the touchdown record right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brady's definitely coming back. Breeze is definitely not, in my opinion.
I
But
say if he wins the Super Bowl, there is zero reason to come back.
yeah, don't. There's no risk getting hurt again. The Saints will be fine. Like, go to broadcasting. You're going to be a good broadcaster.
He's got personality. He could be a great broadcaster.
But here's the thing. So Rams, here's my two options. Rams, we could get revenge from the no call a couple years ago. But it would be very nice to go to Lambeau Field and go to this win in Lambeau, which nobody ever does, in the snow.
Are you? If we end up playing the Packers, are you going to do double or nothing on your tattoo?
I already got one.
I know. Do double or nothing. Say, hey, if the Saints win, you got to get a twice as big one.
We get a chest piece of Drew Brees' face.
Yes.
I'll get Aaron Rodgers' face on my ass.
Yes.
Oh God, I may do that. Here's the thing, Hunter. If the Saints win the Super Bowl, what are you gonna do? I feel like you should get a tattoo if we win.
We'll talk about that. We'll see.
All right.
It's there.
All right. So right now we have. All right. I'm going Packers. Packers Saints NFC Championship.
That is going to be a hell of a game.
All right, and we'll just talk about predictions till then, and we're obviously going to record an episode next week, and then we'll talk to you guys about NFC Championship stuff next week. All right, so Bills and Ravens.
That's a tough one. That's the one that's the closest as far as like betting odds too.
What's the line on that one?
1-5.
I wouldn't bet.
Bills.
I would not. You're taking Bill? Is that who's favorite, or is that who you're taking?
Yes, that's who's favorite. But that is close. That is twice as close as anything else.
Oh God, I don't know. I'm taking the Ravens.
I'm gonna say Josh Allen.
I love Josh Allen, but Lamar is playing pissed off, and that defense, 13 points. I mean, they probably had the second best defense in the playoffs right now, only behind the Saints, in my opinion. I think they can contain. You know what? No, fuck that. I'm going with the Bills. Josh Allen.
Oh.
Yo, I changed my mind. Josh Allen's going to pull it out.
Here's the only thing. I am not that familiar with the Bills' defense. Do the Bills have a good defensive line?
They are pretty. I mean, they are pretty good defensive line. They are pretty. I mean, they have Tre'Davious White back there.
They're going to need at least one good defensive lineman, and they're going to need a couple of good safeties and cornerbacks because Lamar's going to run that ball up and down the field.
Yeah, they got to get a QB. They can get a QB spot on Lamar and stop him from running. I think they could win by
and that's what they had to do to beat the Titans. That's the only way is when Lamar took over. Just said, I'm gonna run it. I'm just gonna run it myself.
They can't. They had to let Lamar. If Lamar beats him in the air, I don't think it's gonna happen though. I don't think they have the weapons. And I don't know if the Ravens have somebody who can shut down Diggs. Diggs is playing.
Look, here's my thing. Can you name 2 Ravens receivers off the top of your head?
Hollywood Brown. Oh, and Des Bryant.
Okay. What is Des doing though?
No, nothing. But he's there.
This was on the Saints too.
No, God, hardly. I was on the Saints. The dude from The Bachelor was on the Saints.
More rushing yards than Reggie Bush.
Oh yeah, in that one year when he had -2?
Yes.
No, if Des Bryant was on the Saints, just like The Bachelor, Matt James was on the Saints. Did you see that corny ass intro the Saints did the other day? He was like, "I'm Matt James, former New Orleans Saints receiver." I'm like, bro, you're on the practice squad. The Saints are just trying to use your Bachelor clout. It was, God, don't even get me started.
So we're both going Bills?
I think so. I think Josh Allen's gonna pull it out.
I think
All right,
so.
Let's go. Oh, at least only one game. We got Browns and Chiefs.
Baker Mayfield for the win!
Bro, here's what I want. It's not gonna happen. I I want Browns and Saints in the Super Bowl really bad.
That would actually be a good matchup, but I was hoping for Bills and Saints, if we're being really honest.
I'd be okay at Bills too, but here Browns, you got the lovable losers versus the lovable losers in the Saints.
That would be a great comeback story. The Browns are one of the only teams to never win a Super Bowl since the merger.
And then you got Baker Mayfield, short, always doubted against. Drew Brees, short, kind of doubted in his career too.
Also, Baker Mayfield makes some funny commercials.
They both make great commercials. Well, hopefully we get to talk about who makes the better commercials. That's kind of a preview, a tease of what's coming. Because I think all the people
we would have to take into account the local commercials, because Breeze does commercials for me over here that he doesn't do for you over there.
So you have to tell me those so I can YouTube them. But we got some cool shit coming for you guys for the Super Bowl weekend and the weekend before. But definitely
this is just a taste of what we're doing.
This is our appetizers. This is your fried pickles that you go to your restaurant and get. We haven't even started with the main course. So this is a test run per se.
Yeah, this is the fried pickles. Next you're going to get like 5 dipping sauces for it and the main course.
Exactly. So are you going with Browns or Chiefs?
Logically, I should probably go Chiefs, but I really want the Browns to win this one. So I'm going Browns. I'm going to wish it into existence.
You're going with your heart. Okay, here's the thing. I think if the Browns can run the ball with Hunt and Chubb and extend the game, then I think they can win. They got to keep Patrick Mahomes the ball out of his hands. And Baker Mayfield just needs to play game manager. He needs to make the plays when it counts and not make turnovers. And I think they could easily win this game. I mean, I don't know why. Look what they did last week.
They're going to need to play a lot of different coverage packages because Mahomes loves to pass, but he can run it too. I'm not as worried about his running as his passing, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he'll fake running it, and then he'll pass it like 80 yards down the field, and you're done.
No look. God, dude's unreal. So, are you going with your heart? I'm going with
Browns.
All right, so Browns Bills. So I would be okay with that. 2 teams who just won their first playoff game in like 20 years.
That'd be a great
plus years, and then Packers.
I don't want to repeat.
And then Packers Saints. So we're gonna leave it at that for NFL playoffs, and we'll talk about more of that next week. Do we want to talk about Raw at all?
Yeah, we can kind of. I didn't watch it. I kept up with it on Twitter. All I know is that Hunter Hearst Helmsley had a match.
Here's the thing. The Bachelor was on the night, and the College Football Championship was on the night. And I picked both of those things over Raw. I picked The Bachelor over Raw. Victoria, The Bachelor, iconic, better than anything that's going on in Raw right now.
I had work, so I didn't have a choice. But
yeah, for those of you who don't know, it is 1 a.m. right now when we're recording. We were not desperate to get it out. We wanted to get it out. We tried last week.
We want to let you guys hear us so badly that we are up at the peak of the night to deliver this to you.
It's almost a witching hour, so.
Don't say that. I live in Louisiana. That's where that shit actually happens.
Yeah, last week we had some technical difficulties, so we couldn't record. Right, Hunter?
Yeah, I had an appointment at 2:30.
God, 2:30. Yeah, between the two of us, me and Hunter are soon to have like 10 teeth, so we're gonna look like some hockey players.
I have 6, so that makes 11.
Yeah, guys, I think we're gonna cut it off here at that. But there's gonna be plenty more to come. Like I said, this was just an appetizer, and it was still 50 minutes. That doesn't whet your appetite or what is gonna be coming soon. I mean, we will have football. You heard we'll talk about AEW wrestling, WWE wrestling, and possibly who killed Kurt Cobain. All right.
We're definitely going to talk about who killed Kurt Cobain, because he died the year I was born, and it pisses me off that I didn't get to meet him. Thanks, Courtney Love.
All right. That's it, guys.